This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website, portfolio, and or online store. For free trial and 10% off, visit squarespace.com and enter the code GRACE at checkout. A better website starts with your website. You're damn right. Now on to the podcast.
Not too deep. With Grace Helbig.
I'm not wearing pants. Welcome to another episode of Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig, my audio/video podcast. And I'm not wearing pants because I'm wearing shorts. Haha, you got pranked so hard. You got so pranked. Egg on your face, you pervert. I'm very excited about this episode. If you don't know, there's a really lovely group of British boys who make cooking videos, and they're very charming and they're very informative. They're very good at cooking, and they're called SORTEDfood, and they're my favorites. And they happen to be in town in Los Angeles for something. I don't know what. This is how good I am at talking to my friends and actually asking them about their own lives. I had no idea why they were here. I knew they were here, so I asked them to come on the podcast, and Mike and Barry were able to, and it was really fun. They were also really hungover because we shot the podcast the day after we had our Camp Dakota, a party for Camp Dakota. And if you don't know, Camp Dakota is a film that I did with a couple of other YouTube friends, Mary Hart and Hannah Hart. You can be here on iTunes and search it and download it and watch it, and it's really good. Anyway, we invited them to the inaugural party for it, and they did what British boys do best. They got tanked, super fucking wasted, and then they showed up the next day and shot this podcast with me, and it was really, really great. So here's what they had to say about stuff. You guys don't have SATs.
We have GCSEs.
GCSEs?
SATs, SATs, but they spell the same thing.
Wait, what?
We do.
Really? You call them SATs?
Yeah, but we have them at the beginning of what our secondary school is. So we do them when we're 11. And they basically predict everything. They go, this kid's a genius. Put him in all the top sets.
Oh, yeah,
You're thick and you'll never amount to anything.
That was me.
Don't do PE.
I was a failure. I was stuck in all set sevens.
Yeah.
Sevens?
Because
they rate them on a number system?
Yeah,
John,
set
how
1
thick
to
you
set
are.
7s. Yeah. And because we used to have a lot of mines, they just used to find that's the easiest way to get people in the mines. Go, you're thick.
Hey.
Oh, mines,
Yeah,
as
like
in like coal mines,
coal
not like
mines,
mines as in brains and skulls. No, okay.
We did this last time. We just started talking and we didn't have any sense to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you made a video out of it.
Yeah, we did. And
Yeah.
today we're making a podcast out of it.
Hey.
Yeah, this is so exciting. Thank you guys for being here with me today. We're
It's a
starting.
pleasure.
We're starting.
This is it.
We're already started.
Is this the moment?
This
And
is
are
the
we in
moment.
it?
This is the moment.
We're in the moment.
I'm here with Mike and Barry from SORTEDfood. How are you guys feeling?
Ecstatic.
Nervous.
How are your butts feeling?
Wobbly.
Yeah, you're sitting on the fanciest couch we could find, and it's an interactive experience because the circles spin.
It looks like a raspberry, which is food related. So
It looks like a...
it looks like a raspberry. Do you know? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
if you like zoomed in on
or
a
if
raspberry.
you zoomed out. Don't you
That's-
think?
Yeah.
Yep, food related. Well, I'm like,
Very
brilliant.
food related. I
Good.
hope that people that are watching this podcast aren't blind so that they could really understand the reference for that. And if you are watching this podcast and you're blind, what are you doing? That seems like you're just
They're
making...
not watching it, are they?
No, well, they can watch part of it.
They can't
This
watch
is both
it.
an audio and
I know, but
video
if they're
podcast.
blind, they're not watching anything.
I know, exactly. That's why I would say, why would a blind person sit in front of their computer
That's true.
to try and
Although,
watch something? It feels
can
like
you-
they just... that's probably like a really depressed blind person that
But would
just
you
wants
reckon?
to like...
But a blind person hearing us, what do you think they think that we
look like?
That's an interesting question.
I would think that they think that I'm a 6-year-old girl sitting on a pile of phone books that someone let talk to two.
It also depends on where they're from. If they're from America, obviously we are very sophisticated.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
true.
Yeah, you're very
that's
smart.
Yes.
Everyone assumes that a British accent is very smart.
Well, it depends which British accent. I find that we've had this conversation before, but when we come to America as a Brit,
As a Brit.
you assume either one or another accent.
Right.
He was like, "Hello, oh, what a fair young maiden you are, and what pleasurable it is to see you." Like very posh. Or you're like,
No, that doesn't sound posh. That sounds like you're about to take my coat off at the front door because you're the what are they called? The guys in the suits that work.
a butler.
A butler.
Yeah, but we're posh.
Jeffrey.
So you either go very
Posh.
posh or you're like, all right, love, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hello,
Grace.
darling. All of that.
That's very charming.
So I'm going to be basically meandering between the both.
Okay,
If you
can't
don't
wait.
mind.
I don't mind at all.
I'm going to surprise you.
All right, now you're just threatening me. Okay, let's get into the first things first. I have some questions that I have written, burning questions that I want to know about you guys. Okay?
Wow.
Are you ready for them?
These are from you.
These are from me, and then we're gonna get into some questions that the people out there have submitted via the Twitter. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. So here's my first burning question.
Okay.
Do you think you could fit more tissues in your mouth or your butthole? This is serious.
Well,
Tissues. Remember, like, think about tissue. It's like they can get smaller.
well,
Did you
there
fit-
is a logical answer to this. You'd probably say your bum.
Okay.
Because if you stuck too many in your mouth, you'd die.
Well, they would just dissolve, right? When
You
tissues,
could
when
feel
they
it.
get wet.
Also, I mean, it depends how far you go up because the lower intestine is a mile long, isn't it?
I don't know.
So it is. It
Okay.
is. So
I
that's
take
a
your
lot
word
of
for it
Kleenex.
because you have an accent.
See how I'm manipulating that.
Okay,
It's
so
working.
what would you guesstimate if you're gonna go with butthole?
Mm-hmm.
What would you guesstimate? How many tissues could you fit in your butthole?
It depends what
say-
ply tissues are they? Are they
Let's
Kleenex
say-
man size?
Yeah, let's say that you're really treating yourselves and you're getting the kind that are like a few thick ply with like lotion built in. Okay.
Oh, well, like menthol. Because that's a different question.
No,
that's gonna
not
sting.
menthol.
Okay,
No,
good.
not the menthol.
Okay,
We're
good.
not idiots.
Good.
Okay. So I'm going to
reckon-
go, for me, I'm going to go like 50.
I will raise you on that 50.
Okay.
And I'll go for 68.
Whoa, wow. Someone might have tried this once before in their lifetime. Not today, though.
No.
Okay, let's move on. Next question. Have any of you in Sorted Food ever peed on each other?
Oh, wow. No, not to my recollection.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think we have.
Okay.
I mean,
we've tried some strange things in recipes.
Have you ever pissed in something that you cooked?
Well, some things do taste like piss.
They taste like piss, but you've never pissed inside of something that
That's
you've
the
cooked.
point of learning how to cook.
No.
You
Yeah.
have to start
I
somewhere.
guess if we should do a survival series, shouldn't we? And then
Yeah.
learn how to.
Because if you cook something, like, can you cook a jellyfish? And if you cook something with a jellyfish, and let's say like Jamie or something accidentally drops the jellyfish cooked meal on his like leg, one of you'd have to pee on his leg,
That's
right?
so true. Yeah, that's a
These are all
good,
just like hypotheticals that you
course.
guys should be like considering.
I mean, we consider a lot of these things like,
it's
within
just
a group.
food safety, kitchen safety. You know, I'm thinking for your safety.
But do you know what? Barry's the first aider, so it would
Oh,
be
really?
Barry's
it's my responsibility.
urine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
can you imagine? I reckon. No offense, mate, but
Yeah.
I reckon you'd be the type of person who couldn't go in an emergency.
Hey, I would do what I have to do for the sorted.
Oh, well
Okay.
done, mate. Oh, I hope Jamie's listening to this because that's your.
Jamie, your leg's about to get pissed on in the near future, but not by Barry because he has a freeze pee.
Hey, Jamie.
Okay, here's a sincere question. What's the strangest thing you have peed on? I love the sound that drinking water makes into the microphone.
Good, isn't it? But the problem is, right? You can't hold when you drink it.
Yeah,
You can't hold it in. You have to go, don't you?
and
Don't
you
find
don't
that?
have to.
Yeah, but I don't find it so satisfying if you don't give a. Do you not find that? Just me. Anyway, back to the piss question.
Yeah, let's get back to the real meat of it here. Meat, food, sorted. You guys get it. What is the strangest thing that you ever pissed on? Or the strangest place that you've ever like pissed out of? Like,
What you mean, like a different orifice?
no. I was thinking this morning when I was coming up with questions, there was one half-formed question about like if you could shit out of your nose, what would that be like? It would be terrible. It would be the worst if you smelled with your butthole and you shit out your nose. It would be so terrible.
You know the same way that if you're crying, having a crying fit, and you just snot, would it be?
I don't know. It's God's design. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get back. You guys, marinate food, sorted, on that question of the strangest thing that you've ever pissed on or the weirdest place you've ever pissed out of. What I meant by weirdest place you've ever pissed out of, for instance, I had an ex-boyfriend that we went up to the Italian Alps and he pissed off the side of the Italian Alps.
I see.
Yeah.
Like those types of things.
Yeah,
that's just yellow snow. That's
yellow snow.
We've all done that.
Well, there was no snow. Yeah.
It was just off the edge.
It was just off the edge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it public?
Was it a breezy day or?
A little bit. Yeah, there was a goat nearby, which was cool. The goat watched.
The goat got washed or the goat watched?
No, the goat watched. Yeah, it was a little pervy goat. It's really terrible.
I don't think I've ever done... I don't think I've ever urinated anywhere interesting, to be honest. Although,
now's the time.
Well, you've urinated on yourself.
Other than right now.
Yeah, well, don't do it on any equipment. This is expensive, and we need to keep going.
But how satisfying is it? The first 3 seconds of when you wet yourself. I reckon that goes down as one of the best feelings ever. And then after, the 4th second
it's terrible.
is then the worst.
It's true. There is some sort of like warm, familiar sensation,
like,
and then
no,
it's
so cold.
Yeah.
And then the dawning realization you got to wash everything.
Yeah, and then you realize that you're in a public place.
You're gonna walk out of a party.
Yeah, you're sitting on Santa's knee.
Oh, so good. So many great memes we're creating today, guys. Okay, here's one. What have you eaten today?
Californian food. I had an omelette with lots of avocado and some like roasty potato stuff.
Why?
Yeah, it's good.
Because I'm in America and I feel like I should.
Why?
Because I like to think I'm American at times.
Why?
Because
mate, you can see where this is going. Nothing you can say.
On a scale of 10 to 10, how awesome are avocados though?
The best.
Right?
Like 10.
You guys have shit avocados in London.
That's why everything I've eaten, I swear, every single meal that I've eaten has had an avocado in
the
it.
UK, you have to buy them hard and let them go soft.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's what.
That way.
I'm not gonna. That's a callback to the bloopers of the Sorted Food episode that we did. Remember that? When you said you gotta put your mouth on it and suck and get a little bit of the balls? It's my favorite line ever.
Yeah, that's bubble tea reference. Just,
you should go and check that. It's a good video.
It's a really good video. You guys should check it out. Someone's calling my phone. How rude of me. It's an 800 number. Yeah. It's all my best buds. Their phone numbers start with 800.
Do they?
Yeah. No. Okay, next one. Do you ever look at fish and feel bad?
No.
No, never.
I got one.
You
I
have
got
a
two.
fish?
I used to have. They died. He died on Christmas Eve, my last fish.
What'd you name him?
Well, I used to have 2, Keenan and Kel.
That's so
Hey, which one was Keenan?
There was a fat one there was a fat one.
And what colour was Kel?
No, they're both orange. Nemo, clownfish.
Yeah. They're beautiful fish.
They're amazing.
Did you feed them little cheeseburgers?
I fed them orange soda. Duh.
Yeah, maybe that's why they died.
No, and they died. They died.
It's too deep.
Too
Stop.
deep.
We're getting
Okay.
too deep. No,
Sorry.
it's not too deep
Good.
with Grace Helbig. Please stop.
In answer to your question, no.
Okay. Well, no, you never look at a fish and you're like, oh, your existence is so sad.
I look at fish. Do you know
they're
what?
tasty.
Yeah, but
Fish
you
are
see some
great.
big fish and you just think that is pretty much the ugliest thing on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't
they
it weird to
actually
think about the
repulse me. I don't
ocean
like 'em.
and like they haven't even discovered half the fish that live in the ocean?
No.
There could be some weird fucking shit out there.
Who knows what is yet to be discovered?
I hate it. Okay, next question. Do you guys know who Maury Povich is?
He's a talk show presenter, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you ever think that Maury Povich sleeps on the bottom bunk with no one sleeping on the top bunk?
I have no idea who he is.
Oh, he's the one that's always doing the paternity tests on his talk show, and then the people get up and dance when they don't. And they're not
Really?
the father. Yeah, there's this one amazing YouTube clip that you should watch of a guy. He finds out that he's not the father, and then it goes doom, 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 and it's him just dancing on the stage, and then everyone in the audience is like cheering him on, and then the woman is crying. It's a roller coaster of emotions, that show.
That incorporates every human emotion in one show.
Is it like Jeremy Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jamie Kyle?
Have
No.
you seen Jeremy Kyle?
Jeremy Kyle,
There's
no.
a US version now.
Well, Jeremy Kyle sounds way more posh than Maury
no, he's
Povich.
not.
He's This is like the lowest of the low.
It's like Jerry Springer out here.
And
It's worse.
his way of counselling you is just shout. And
Shout
shout
at
louder and convince you that you are a better person
And
than
then
you
he
are.
takes you in a back room and he's all nice and he just confuses people into agreeing with him. That's what he does.
Oh, well, that's a lot of British people do that. Gordon Ramsay does that.
Yeah.
That's the only other one I know that does that. The Queen probably does that.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't even smile.
No, yeah, she's just so angry.
I didn't mean that, Elizabeth.
No, she's wonderful. She's beautiful.
She's amazing.
She's got a pot of gold up her butt. Okay.
I'm not going to be let back into England if you carry on like this.
No, I love her.
Let us.
I love her. Okay. She's great hair. If someone had to be the big spoon to your little spoon, who would it be?
What, out of us two?
Yeah, like if you had to get spooned by someone and you're the little spoon, who would be the big spoon? Not out of your group, anyone in the world.
Oh, okay. I could choose a big spoon or to spoon someone else.
No. You're choosing your big spoon.
Oh, okay.
I know who yours is.
Who is mine?
It's Denzel every day, isn't it?
Oh, I love Denzel
He'd be
Washington.
your big spoon.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, me and my flatmate have Denzel nights, so we just literally watch a Denzel film.
That's really
and he's so
great.
moral. Everything. He always has an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
And he neglects his family, but by the end of the movie, he cares about his family and he does the right thing. Denzel's so much.
Great shout.
I'll pick Denzel Washington.
Okay, wow. I learned a lot about
Not
you.
Training Day Denzel Washington, because he was a horrible bastard.
Okay.
But yeah.
Denzel Washington.
What would you go for, mate?
Have a guess of mine.
What, man or a woman?
We'll go man.
Okay.
David Beckham.
You see, I couldn't.
Why not?
Well, I might get a bit excited.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Well, then,
that's
actually,
okay.
in that case, I'll be the little spoon.
Yeah,
so
you're the little
therefore,
spoon.
he'd never know.
Yeah.
What if he got excited? You'd know.
Well,
You'd be
I'd have to-
flattered.
Yeah, exactly. We are on to something.
Would yours be David Beckham?
Yeah.
It would?
Yeah.
Oh, those are two very interesting choices. Mine, I think, would be Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, he'd be a massive spoon.
Right? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that's a ladle.
You remember? Yeah, exactly. Remember the scene in Star Wars where they cut open that weird goat belly and he sneaks
inside.
sleeps inside?
Yeah.
I imagine that'd be me and Shaquille O'Neal. Just be like
Amazing.
sleeping inside.
Snuggling in the
Yeah, but if he got
Arctic
excited, you'd be
conditions.
propelled out of the room.
I know. It'd be like they say you shouldn't sleep with your babies in your bed because you could like suffocate them. Like
He would
it
do
would be
that.
a dangerous spoon situation because if he leaned over, I would suffocate and die.
Yeah.
But if I would have a really sweet last final moment.
True. Also, I feel like your body would make an imprint on his torso.
Yeah.
If you're pushing back,
Yeah.
then that's nice because he's just going to sort of surround you with himself, isn't he?
With all of his person. Yeah, we all have dreams. Okay, next question.
So you keep going, girl. You'll get there.
I hope someday. Everyone tweet at Shaq and tell him to spoon me. Okay, here's a question for you. How much do you hate your ankles?
My ankles.
Yeah.
My ankles, I don't know. I've never really considered. Well, I don't know. I've been told that I've got flat ones, but I've also been told I have a good ballerina's arch. Like,
Oh, I thought you were going to say a good ballerina's ass. I was like,
No,
I don't
have
think
a
they're known
ballerina's
for their
ass.
asses.
I've got a big one. But I don't know. My ankles, I don't know. What do you think?
I'm fine with mine. Why do you have a problem with yours? I mean,
No, not at
it
all.
must have a deep-rooted question for some reason.
No, I just thought that I
quite
looked
personal.
at your ankles and I just thought they must hate their ankles.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, next question.
Well, now-
Okay, Ron Jeremy or Ron Popeil?
On Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
Again, I don't know who these people are.
Ron Jeremy is a very well-known adult film star actor. He's got a big schlong. That's what he's known for. Think about this microphone.
And then times it by two.
Looking at it.
And then attached to a man with a huge beer gut and weird mullet hair.
Yeah.
He terrifies me.
Yeah.
The other one.
Ron Popeil,
He
the
sounds
creator
lovely.
of the Set It and Forget It machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the greatest device known to humankind. It's a machine, an oven, in fact, that you can put like turkeys and hams and steaks into, and then you set it, and then you just forget it.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
That would put us out of a job, though.
We could close our channel
I
down.
know.
No.
I think he died,
Jeremy.
though.
Going for Jeremy.
Okay. Last question. How many times do you set it and forget it?
Pretty much every time I cook. All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Barry?
Yeah, non-stop.
Wow. Well, this has been a really interesting beginning. We've learned a lot about buttholes, the Queen, Shaquille O'Neal, and schlongs. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some Twitter questions. Stick around. More
Yeah.
butt talk.
Not too deep.
Again, this episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by Squarespace. It is an all-in-one platform that makes it super fast and stupidly easy for you to create your own professional website, portfolio, or online store. And I know this because I've actually used this firsthand about 4 years ago. I was making a web series called Grace and Michelle with my friend Michelle. We played ourselves. We talked about our lives. It was just thrilling beyond thrilling. And I made the website for us, graceandmichelle.com, but with the letter N, not the word and or an and symbol. It's how we stayed young and fresh and cool and hip. And I used Squarespace to build the website without really knowing what it was. All I knew was that it made me feel like a computer science genius. It was super easy to use, and it was actually really a pretty website system to use too, which I like because I'm a lady. But the best part about it was that it was all drag and drop. You just click on an element you want on your website, you drag it over, and then you drop it onto the website, and then you scooch it around to the place that you want it. And that was it. It was so dumbly easy. And now every site comes with an online store, so you can make cash money off of this, which is really cool. Speaking of money, you can get a free trial and 10% off by visiting squarespace.com and entering the offer code GRACE at checkout. Grace, Grace, not with an S. I know you're better than that. I know you would never think that, but just in case you had a moment of weakness or panic, it's with a C.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by my book, Grace's Guide, The Art of Pretending to Be a Grown-Up. Did that sound dramatic or just that I was having tiny strokes in between? Either way, I wrote a book. I'm really proud of it. The best way I can describe the book is that it's a tongue-in-cheek self-help guide for millennials and young adults. It's trying to teach you what I've learned over the years of being a grown-up, which has been some stuff, and I put it into words and onto paper for you guys to read. It comes out October 21st, very soon, and you can pre-order the book right now at gracesguidebook.com. I really like the book. It's a good book. I think you would like the book, and I highly encourage you to go do the things you need to do to get it into your hands. I will say that there's a lot of personal stories in the book, stuff I haven't shared on the internet before. So if that's not enticing, there's also colors in it, photos, activities. It's just, it's got it all, except only some. It doesn't have everything, just some. gracesguidebook.com. Back to the podcast. With Mike and Barry from Sorted Food, and now we're going to get into your Twitter questions. How are you? Oh, mild
Twitter.
celebration.
I was kind of expecting some sort of jingle, but
Do you have jingles?
Yeah, guess who made them? DJ Flula Borg.
there you
The
go.
They're
greatest.
going to be like the best jingles ever.
Oh, wait till you hear them. They're so good.
Good.
They're so amazing, and he does all of it so good.
Why don't you get him here live to do jingles?
Well, because
then
he's a
we'd be able to
busy
hear him.
guy. He's a busy guy. I want him to not work for anyone else, just for me. But he won't let that happen. Okay, here's some of the Twitter questions. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is from Amelie Turner 5. If sex and alcohol were about to be uninvented, which one would you save?
oh wow,
Yeah, sex or alcohol, which would you save?
Are we considering humanity? Because that's pretty important.
just us.
Well,
Ourselves.
that's going to be a judge of your character of which one you consider.
I'd like
Sex.
I'd like to keep sex.
Yeah.
It's more useful.
I think that's
Like
good
I
for
said.
procreation for the rest of the world, because otherwise the humanity would die. But also imagine sober sex.
Yeah, but also, what if sex still exists, but
Yeah.
you're still not getting any of it? How do you numb the pain? Because there's no alcohol.
Exactly.
How do you?
You have to find something else.
Yeah, this is like chicken and egg.
Yeah, right. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
God, funny boy.
Ah, I didn't know there was an oven in here because you just got burned.
Got murked.
Wow, murked. Yeah, I learned that word.
Murked.
That means haze.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mugged me off.
You guys have weird words.
Yep.
Here's the next one. This is from Steven Alasko26. Do you guys ship Heartbig?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah?
That's gonna happen.
Too right.
Ooh, do you ship anybody else?
I only just learned what that was, to be honest.
Shipping?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah, I know.
You're not on Twitter. You barely Instagram.
Listen,
and you
I-
just learned what shipping is. Are you my father?
I like to stay in the shadows.
Okay, all right. He's 53. Nadia Lexa 12 asks, what does it taste like?
Joy. Nothing but pure
Joy.
That's what it tastes like.
Wow.
It's incredible.
It's somewhat blissful at times.
Wow. You guys just have such a great outlook on it.
Well, it's positive. That's
It's
the way we
best.
are.
Yeah. That's
It
really...
makes a change for us being. It's just 'cause we're here, actually.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad that I can make you better people. That's what we aim to do. Make you better people and then just tear you down a notch.
That's why I turned up. Do I get a certificate?
Here's one. This is appropriate. And that's Jacob asked, how do you have sex?
Brilliantly.
That's so forceful.
Yeah, almost a little bit like if I pretend really with a lot of enthusiasm, maybe it will come across. That didn't work, did it? Just Barry, you pick.
I think you answered the question.
No.
I think you really nailed that question.
Obviously, you have confidence. you have confidence.
I nailed the question.
So confident with a little aggression in it at the very
You've got to have a bit
end.
of that, haven't you?
Okay. Kelly Fance asks, is being British hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good though. I like it. I wouldn't change it. I just live somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
People like the accent, but don't actually like us in
yeah,
general.
it's true.
Why?
The
Because
accent
we used to own everywhere, and we used to be out of order to them.
Oh,
we used to
yeah.
be horrible
Yeah.
to people,
Yeah,
didn't we?
you guys are terrible.
Well, they don't hate us as much as they hate you, but
Yeah, we're disgusting. We're a disgusing human
Yeah,
race.
but I like you lot. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to live here. That'd be good.
Okay, too deep. Next question. Ambibo B123 asks, up or down?
The only way is up.
Wow. Wow, you guys are maybe now getting too positive for this show.
down, deeper and down, I'd say.
You go down, I'll go up.
Yeah.
All right. Enough with the sexual innuendos, you guys.
Oh,
Jesus
Wasn't even
God.
thinking of that.
Have a room to yourselves and do the... Nick Amato asks, if a turtle doesn't have a shell, is he homeless or naked?
He's naked. He's
And
naked.
homeless though.
No.
Because he goes into a shell.
Yeah, but he's got family. They can look after him. Can't they?
Do you reckon? Wow.
Oh, I'll say this is getting a
I'm
bit deep.
stumped.
This is a bit.
You're stumped, yeah.
I'm stumped. I don't
It's
know.
a very deep question, but not too deep. Okay.
But he could still survive, wouldn't he? He wouldn't die.
I think
I don't
Mary's
know.
getting too deep. What do you reckon?
Stop
I'm,
it.
I'm just concerned.
Stop
Barry,
it.
Can we
stop
please-
it.
You're
Okay.
bordering.
Barry,
I'm
here's a
googling-
ladder. Can you climb out? Because you've fallen too deep. Okay.
deep.
I'm Googling it again.
Actually, I've never seen a turtle without a shell. I bet they're super gross looking without shells.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because they surely the sun and the atmosphere will make their skin all hard. So I reckon they're just like all like a pudgy,
Like, I
horrible,
imagine-
shriveled.
You know
like
when your fingers get really wet and they shrivel
I was
up?
just about to say that.
We're the same person, so
same person.
it makes sense.
You
really
the
are.
bath.
Okay. M. Gardinier wants to know boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Boxers.
Not for yourselves, just in life.
Boxers.
Boxers.
All right.
There's no two ways about that
I'm
question.
just making sure that your opinions are tight and
stupid
sealed.
question.
Airflow is crucial.
You know what I heard recently? That the hole in the front of the boxers, when if something happens to slip through the hole, let's say, that they call it a dead man falling out of a window. It's like a dead naked man falling out of a window.
Actually, talking of boxers and freshness,
Yeah.
Mike, the other day, you brought up this amongst us all, and we
no.
did somewhat judge you for it.
What?
He was talking about when he uses deodorant and he gives himself a nice little spray
Yeah.
around the body.
Yeah.
How sometimes he gets a bit carried away and covers all areas. And he
I
was
just
saying
think
how
that's hygienic, you know.
No, but-
leave no area of skin unturned.
But you were
That's what I'm
saying at times it stings, but I've never sprayed that area.
No, I said,
maybe
listen.
maybe a
do you-
spritz, but never a full blown.
Yeah, all right. I'm not losing half a bottle, am I?
Well, I don't know. You spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
Thanks for bringing this up, mate. I really appreciate it.
Just thought I'd get out there.
It's good to be fresh.
Oh, that's great. Speaking of fresh and also balls and taints and all of that fun stuff, Emma Molly Healy says, "Can you do an impression of Grace?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You've done this before, haven't you?
You
obviously
Have I?
Ready? I'm going to go into my sweatshirt
So
cave while you
go
do
into
it.
Okay. Come on, we can do this together. Come on, let's
Can we?
think of some phrases.
Well, to go for some jingles.
No, we can't though because we
No,
don't
you
want to
can't.
Yeah,
I'm
promote
so
I
that.
don't
I'm
own
so
those jingles,
sorry.
guys. Too soon. Too soon.
That's my
Jesus.
problem. That's my problem.
Okay, you can say anything.
Anything.
Yeah, go ahead. What do I sound like?
So you'll be like, hey guys. So it's oh God, what are my bangs doing? Okay. So we're gonna talk about Was that good enough?
Yeah, you didn't finish a sentence, which is exactly what I do.
Yeah, because I thought you're gonna jump cut what I just said.
That was very impressive.
Good.
Wow.
Which is it's weird because it's not like I watch any of your videos
ever. Okay. Nia H wants to know best drunk munchies food.
Hey.
As of yesterday,
Yeah.
In-N-Out burger.
Oh, you got In-N-Out.
Yeah, after your do. In-N-Out.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. The French fries, though, not so good,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
No.
They're like
But
frozen
you
fries
had
or
them animal
something.
style, which
I
helped
had
a little
animal
bit.
style.
And
You had
added
to
a bit
do
of
it.
moisture,
Yeah.
which was
But,
needed.
yeah, I'm always super bummed. I eat meat now, and I haven't had a burger
That's
there
like,
yet.
why suddenly did you decide to eat meat?
It looked too good.
It is great.
And I
isn't
was
it?
never a vegetarian for any moral reasons. So I was like, why am I depriving
Why?
myself of
Is that-
delicious meat?
Any other reason to be a vegetarian than not for moral reasons?
No, not at all.
So what were you doing?
I don't know what I was doing. I was making poor choices is what I was
Well,
doing.
yeah, you were.
And now I'm making great choices. I had bone marrow.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't
good
like it. I didn't like it, but it was good. Okay, speaking of food, now we're going to play a little game here, okay? I looked up a bunch of very distinct British dishes, and I want you to explain to me what they are, okay?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, here's the first one. Steamed queens.
A steamed queen.
I don't even know what that is.
What would you guess that
It's
is?
like maybe a
Potatoes?
sponge.
Steamed queens.
Steamed. We get like spotted dick is steamed, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe it's like that. Maybe it's the very
Do you reckon?
camp spotted dick.
That's a spotted vagina.
Okay,
No, Michael.
Right, sorry.
I made that up. Okay.
Oh.
So
Right,
some of
that's
these
good.
are real, some of these are made up. And you have to guess what they are, and then we'll find out if they're real or made up.
Okay, good.
Okay, here's the next one. Tumbler butter jam.
That's not real.
Tumbler. What?
Tumbler butter jam.
Tumbler buttered jam.
Butter jam. That's not real.
That's not real.
That's made up.
You made that up.
That is correct. It has the word tumbler in it.
Yeah.
Okay, bubble and squeak.
Yeah, that's
No,
definitely real.
it.
What is it?
That's just an amalgamation of everything
Yeah.
with potato.
So you just put everything in one pot.
So it came from like your leftovers. When you've got like all the after your roast, you've
Yeah.
got your veggies, you've got everything else left
Okay.
over. You bang it all and mash it together.
Oh, it's
with
like our
mashed potato.
Thanksgiving meals that we do.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
push it all into one thing.
One
Yeah, it's
slop.
Yeah.
And then, eat
It's
it.
delicious.
Bubble and squeak, though? That sounds like two cartoon mice.
Yeah. It's got
Cockney Rhyme slang.
slang for saying bubble and squeak, food for the week.
Okay, here's the next
sorry.
one. Cockney razor scooters.
That's not real.
Are you
Come
sure
on,
that?
come
But like,
on,
think
really.
about it.
Cockney razor
Scooters.
scooters. I suppose you have sliders here.
Yeah.
Where there could be a similar sort of thing. They could just scoot in.
Yeah.
But no, that's not real.
Oh, well, let's think about it. Like, maybe it is real. Okay. Maybe it should be something you guys create.
I'll give that a go.
Okay. Here's another one. Bangers and wankers. What is it?
It's it sounds like a porn film. It's that's not true. It's
But
not.
like,
Bangers and mash.
no, this is bangers and wankers.
Bangers and it doesn't exist.
You're correct. Okay. Lack
Do
of
you know what that word means?
yeah.
Just making sure, because lots of people use it and
It's a Miley
very out of
Cyrus song.
context.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No.
I was going to say that's our word.
Okay. Lancashire hot pot.
Yeah, it's real.
it's just
What
real.
is that?
Because Lancashire's a place and the hot pot is a thing you put your food in.
It's like a big casserole sort of thing. It's got sausage and stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can't make that interesting, sorry.
Hot
Sorry.
pot.
Yeah. Sounds very, very boring. Okay, here's one. Quidditch itchy tea cakes. What is it?
Quidditch itchy tea cakes.
Yeah.
He's just taken words that she thinks are British and just put them in a sentence.
Yeah, what is it?
It's definitely...
Well, what
well.
could it be? What could it be?
Don't know, but it's
Well,
not
Quidditch
real.
is
that.
the Harry Potter thing, isn't it? That's all I know. I swear the Americans know more about Harry Potter than we do.
Yeah, probably.
Is it Quidditch itchy or Quidditchy?
No, it's two separate words. Quidditch, itchy tea cakes.
That's not real.
You are correct. Oh, okay, and that was Explain This Food, where I just looked up British words and put them together with other adjectives. Yay! Well, this concludes the interview portion of the podcast.
No.
I know, we're going to get into a very exciting challenge portion, which you guys can go over and watch on youtube.com/itsgrace. However, there's a parting gift for you guys for sitting and enduring the questions, and that is that I'm going to let you tweet whatever you want from my Twitter.
Oh no!
Yeah,
This
you can
is
tweet
amazing.
absolutely anything you
You
want.
know exactly what to do.
I don't know what to do.
You can tweet anything you want. Just
I'm gonna go
please,
into my brain,
nothing
and who knows what's
racist
gonna
and
come out.
nothing homophobic. Okay.
Come on.
I know your brand, and it's just racism, homophobia,
I don't know.
homophobia.
What should we do?
It's just insane. So while you guys figure that out, I will regale them with some royalty-free jams that I come up with in my head. Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, you go.
I'm jamming. They're confused.
Now,
about
this is difficult.
It is really difficult because you don't have Twitter, so you're kind of.
I know. I just gave a
any-
person that doesn't have Twitter
I know.
access to
handle
my
it?
Twitter
No,
account.
you do it. You
50 tissues, yeah?
just
Do
to
you
say,
know how to use hashtags?
140 characters. Just imagine.
Yeah, you only have 140 characters. You don't need to tell a story. Okay, don't tell me. Hit send, and then I'll read it to the listeners
Okay, hang
and
on.
let them know.
Hashtag. What's one of them look like?
Hashtag-
Alt 3.
Oh my goodness. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Did you finish?
No.
Okay. This is
goer.
what having sex with Mike is like too. Did you finish? No.
Told you.
Ba 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 ba. I'm not gonna finish it because we don't have the
He's still doing the
royalties.
same
to that.
hashtag.
He's still suffering with the hashtag.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it go?
What? Oh God. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's going.
How'd you send it?
Okay, here, I'll show you how to send it so you
Wait.
don't delete it.
Which one is it?
Okay, ready and sent.
This is out of context. so
Okay, it's out of context.
Good luck.
Okay, let's see what you guys just tweeted.
It's in context with this
You did well.
podcast.
That was pressure.
Okay.
You did well.
That's good.
Congratulations.
They tweeted. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Make sure you check out tomorrow's video. ... 50 tissues up my butt. Hashtag aim high, kids. Oh, good. Tyler Oakley just favorited it.
Well, yes.
And commented slay. I thought that you hashtagged I'm high, kids.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
No.
please. We might have had to delete that one.
No.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And we're going to get into your challenge in a little bit. But for right now, I'll take a quick break.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll see how many favorites this gets. I regret this already. Wasn't that so charming? British people are so charming. Unlike this asshole, I'm pointing to myself. Just another obnoxious American. Anyway, they were so lovely and so wonderful to have come on and let me interview them. And then, if that wasn't good enough, I forced them to play maybe one of the worst games that I've come up with on this podcast. It's a take on the YouTube, the Saltine Challenge, which I'm sure you all know about. And if you don't know about it, that's okay. You're just sheltered. And I created the Sardine Challenge. It's awful. I don't know why I did this to myself and to them, but they were really, super troopers about it. And you can go watch the game on youtube.com/itsgrace. It got gross real fast, and someone gags a lot. I won't tell you who, but someone does. It's Barry. I changed my mind. I'm telling you exactly who it is. It was Barry. But go watch it because it's comical. He looks like he's a cartoon character gagging on things. It's just really a fun experience watching three adults try and eat sardines. Oh. God bless them. Also, they have an app available for your phone system called Sorted, and it's a really fun new app that they've just launched not long ago. It's basically kind of like Instagram meets food specifically, because that's what they do. And it's really fun, so download it if you have 2 seconds in your day that you're not masturbating. Flula, take us out.
Too deep, too deep, too deep, not too deep. With Grace Helbig.
One final shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. They are, you guessed it, an all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website, portfolio, whatever that is, and online store. Remember, if you didn't hear me the first 2 times, hopefully this sticks. You can get a free trial and 10% off by visiting squarespace.com and entering the offer code GRACE at checkout. A better website starts with your website. So start making your website so that we can all get better websites, because apparently it starts with yours. Not Too Deep is a production of Grace Helbig Incorporated, produced and directed by Jack Ferry. Thanks to Eileen and everyone at the YouTube space, and an extra special thanks to Flula for our